Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another competitive guide for Sun and Moon with me, MegaLugia. We will be covering our Pokemon stats, movesets, damage calcs, team options, and more. There is always room for improvement, so if there's anything you want to add, make sure to let me know down below. But most importantly, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. A like would be much appreciated. But without further ado, my friends, let's get into it. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another VGC guide. Today we're going to be looking at Incineroar, and if you guys do want to skip ahead to certain parts of the video, like the movesets or the damage calcs, feel free to do so, click the labels up top. But without wasting any more time, let's jump into it. So Incineroar is a pretty interesting Pokemon. Let's quickly skim over the basics. Being a fire dark type, you have a good immunity to psychic and neutrality to fairy, which is really good this meta, especially against Pokemon like Tapu Lele, and a good bunch of resistances like ice and grass. Moving on to its stats, Incineroar has some really good distribution. You know, it is a starter after all, enough bulk to take a lot of hits, really good attack, and a surprising special attack set that can be used to work around all of the intimidate users that are running around, as well as the speed that can be used to outspeed certain mons, and slow enough to be used in Trick Room as well. And also, mark my words, once this Pokemon has this hidden ability released of Intimidate, this Pokemon is going to be used so much more. You can quote me on that. So now for a basic overview of Incineroar. So Incineroar can be a really versatile Pokemon. It has really great stabs in Fire Dark against notable Pokemon like Mimikyu, Celesteela, Tapu Lele, Tapu Bulu, and Kartana, as well as it is pretty fast and pretty slow at the same time. All I mean by that is at 60 base speed, that is pretty slow, so it can be used in Trick Room if you use it wisely, as well as if you do invest in speed. You can outspeed Pokemon like Tapu Bulu and Tapu Fini and Celesteela and Porygon and Pelipper, stuff like that. Also, it's a pretty good offensive Pokemon with 115 base attack, and could be good for support as well. Good sneaky defenses, Will-O-Wisp, and a bunch of options for it to use. It also has Fake Out, which is a very important move in VGC for gaining momentum, and it's really good to see that Incineroar got that. And as for its moves, it has moves like Flare Blitz, Darkest Lariat, Earthquake, Leech Life, U-Turn, Cross Chop, Outrage, Heat Wave, and Focus Blast. For support moves, it has Swords Dance, Nasty Plot, Taunt, Roar, Will-O-Wisp, and interestingly enough, it has Quash as well. And lastly, I did have to mention its Z move, the Insinium Z, which turns Darkest Lariat into Malicious Moonsault, which is its signature Z move, and it's personally what I like to run on most of my Incineroars. So now we move on to the first potential moveset. This is the moveset that I've used to the most success, using a lot on my Battle Spot teams, rocking the moves Fake Out, Flare Blitz, Darkest Lariat, and Protect. EVs are 76 HP, max attack, 180 speed. That speed, along with the adamant nature, allows you to outspeed 52 speed invested Tapu Bulus, Mandibuzz, Celesteela, and bulky Metagross as well. We will cover more of the damage calcs later on, but this set is really good for handling threats right now, and works best with a really fast mon on your side of the field like a Tapu Koko, like a Nihilego, or something that can set up Tailwind like a Whimsicott. The idea is you get a Fake Out turn 1, get either a really big hit off with your other mon, or support moves like a Tailwind, and then Incineroar can threaten mons like Kartana or Celesteela with Flare Blitz, and Z move Darkest Lariat mons like Garchomp and Arcanine. Unfortunately, you can't really touch Pokemon like Tapu Fini with this, but that's why you want a teammate like Tapu Koko, Whimsicott, and Nihilego are really good options for this Pokemon. And the next set is a much more offensive set with the moves of Flare Blitz, Swords Dance, Darkest Lariat, and either Earthquake or Protect. You're going to be holding the Life Orb with max speed, max attack, adamant nature, and the idea of this set is to pair it with either Tailwind users like Mandibuzz or Whimsicott, or fast attackers to eliminate Incineroar's checks before it gets a powerful attack off. A +2 Incineroar hits extremely hard, and Earthquake allows you to hit Arcanine, Tapu Fini neutrally as well, and Oko Koko and Alolan Muck. There is another option, however, of removing Swords Dance for Fake Out, and then pairing this with Tapu Fini in the Misty Terrain. Tapu Fini goes for Swagger, you get a free +2 attack boost, and you don't have any confusion because of the Misty Terrain. So that is something I have definitely tried out on my teams, and it is a really good option, so feel free to do that in case you want to go for the Fake Out on this moveset. And this next set is one that I really does think have the potential to, because of all the Intimidator users running around right now. You see a special set with the moves of Nasty Plot, Dark Pulse, Heat Wave, or Fire Blast in either Protect or Hidden Power Grass. The item you're going to be running is either the Adrenaline Orb or the Life Orb. Now, if you don't know what the Adrenaline Orb does, it's when you get intimidated you get a +1 speed. So you get the idea of this set. If you go with the Adrenaline Orb, you can go with the Modest since you're going to be gaining that +1 speed on an Intimidate, and Timid if you go with the Life Orb to make up for that lost power. The reason why this set works so well is because a lot of people like to switch in their Gyarados or their Arcanine on you to get an Intimidate off. You now go up to +2 and +1 speed. Dark Pulse deals a ton of damage, and Hidden Power Grass is there for Tapu Fini, Gastrodon. I really love this set, and really puts in a lot of work and really catches your opponent off guard. So now, moving on to some quick damage calcs. With 76 HP invested and 252 attack adamant, Fake Out plus Flare Blitz has a 98% chance to knock out Tapu Koko, and Thunderbolt only does 95% maximum to you in the electric terrain. However, you do have to remember, if you do Oko with Flare Blitz, you go down to the recoil, but that is a trade that you may want to go off, so just keep that in mind. Next, Flare Blitz with just max attack adamant does 89 to 100% max versus a Tapu Lele, 94% max versus a max defense Celesteela, 61% minimum versus a max HP Alolan Muck, 89% minimum versus a max HP bulky Metagross as well. Now, if you go with the +2 Swords Dance set with a Life Orb, Darkest Lariat, Oko's Garchomp, Oko's Nihilego, Oko's Araquanid, Flare Blitz does 90 to 100% minimum versus the Fat Duck that is Porygon 2 as well. And onto the special set like I mentioned, so with a +2 Nasty Pot holding a Life Orb with the Modest Nature, HP Grass does 66% minimum versus a max HP Tapu Fini, you Oko Gastrodon, Dark Pulse does 87 to 103 versus the max HP defensive Arcanine, 83 to 99% minimum versus a Gyarados, and 89 to 104 versus a Garchomp. So as you can see, like I said, the special set definitely is nothing to laugh at, and especially if you get that +1 speed off, ooh! My boy Incineroar is putting in the work. And now moving on to some team options. Like I said, you could go with Tapu Fini to get that Misty Terrain off, so that means you can't be status, and then you can go for Swagger, get that +2 attack boost. Mandibuzz is there as well to be a good wall, as well as providing Tailwind support. Tapu Koko is that fast Pokemon that I mentioned to get rid of the other threats that check Incineroar, like Tapu Fini. Gastrodon to soak up those rock type hits and those water type attacks. And Whimsicott is there to get you some nice prankster shenanigans with Taunt, Encore, Prevent Trick Room, and go for Tailwind as well. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a competitive guide on Incineroar for VGC. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I have really been enjoying VGC so far. If you guys have, make sure to drop a like, as well as let me know any Pokemon you want to see me cover next. Until next time, it's been your boy MegaLugia checking out. Peace.